Hi, I'm Becky Lyons. Welcome to Jesus Speaks in the Book of Mormon and in Dreams. So today we are reading Alma 57. So this is a continuation of yesterday. The stripling warriors had faith in God that God will deliver them, and they knew that God would perform miracles for them, and they walked bravely into battle. They never fought before, and they walked bravely and courageously into battle. They're ready to lay down their lives, and not a single one of them died. And then they're going to find out that they're in another battle here, and the same thing happened again. None of them were killed because of their great faith in God, knowing that God would deliver them. Helaman recounts the taking of Antipara and the surrender, and later the defense of Kumenai. His Ammonite stripling warriors fight valiantly, and all are wounded, but none of them are slain or killed. Gid reports the slaying and the escape of the Lamanite prisoners. And now it came to pass that I received an epistle from Amram the king, stating that if I would deliver up these prisoners of war whom we had taken, that he would deliver up the city of Antipara unto us. But I sent an epistle unto the king Amram, that we were sure that our forces were sufficient to take the city of Antipara by our force, and delivering up the prisoners for that city, we should suppose ourselves unwise, and that we would only deliver up our prisoners on exchange. And Amram refused mine epistle. He would not exchange prisoners. Therefore we began to make preparations to go against the city of Antipara. But the people of Antipara did leave the city and fled to their other cities, which they had possession of, to fortify them, and thus the city of Antipara fell right into our hands. Thus ended the 28th year of the reign of the judges. And it came to pass that in the commencement of the 29th year we received a supply of provisions, and also in addition to our army from the land of Zarahemla, from the land round about, to the number of the 6,000 men, besides 60 of the sons of the Ammonites who had come to join their brethren, my little band of 2,000 stripling warriors. And now behold, we were strong, and yea, we also had plenty of provisions brought unto us. It came to pass that it was our desire to wage a battle with the army that was placed to protect the city Kumenai. And now behold, I will show unto you that we soon accomplished our desire, yea, with our strong force, or with a part of our strong force, we did surround by night the city of Kumenai, a little before they were to receive a supply of their provisions. It came to pass, we did camp round about the city for many nights, but we did sleep upon our swords, and keep the guards, that the Lamanites could not come upon us by night and slay us, which they had attempted to do many times. But as many times as they attempted, their blood was spilt. At length their provisions did arrive, and they were about to enter the city by night, and we, instead of being Lamanites, were Nephites. Therefore we did take them, and did take their provisions. And notwithstanding the Lamanites being cut off from their support after this manner, they were still determined to maintain the city. Therefore it became expedient that we should take these provisions and send them to Judea, and our prisoners to the land of Zarahemla. Came to pass that not many days had passed before the Lamanites began to lose all the hopes of succor. Therefore they yielded up the city into our hands, and thus we had accomplished our design in obtaining the city of Kumenai. It came to pass that our provisions and prisoners were so numerous that, notwithstanding the enormity of our number, we were obliged to employ all of our forces to keep them or to put them to death. For behold, they would break out in great numbers, and would fight with stones and with clubs and whatever thing they could get their hands on, insomuch that we did slay upwards of 2,000 of them after they had surrendered themselves as prisoners of war. Therefore it became expedient for us that we should put an end to their lives, and guard them with our swords in hand down to the land of Zarahemla, and also our provisions were not any more than sufficient for our own people, notwithstanding that which we had taken from the Lamanites. And now, in these critical circumstances, it became a very serious matter to determine concerning these prisoners of war. Nevertheless, we did resolve to send them down to the land of Zarahemla. Therefore, we selected a part of our men, and gave them a strong charge over our prisoners to go down to the land of Zarahemla. But it came to pass that on the morrow they did return, and now behold, we did inquire of them. I need to get glasses here. We did inquire of them concerning the prisoners, for behold, the Lamanites were upon us, and they returned in season to save us from the falling of their hands. For behold, Amram had sent their support a new supply of provisions, and also a numerous army of new men. And it came to pass that those men whom we sent forth with the prisoners did arrive in season to check them as they were about to overpower us. But behold, my little band of 2,000 stripling warriors, my little band of 2,060 fought most desperately. Yea, they were firm before the Lamanites, and they did administer death unto all those who opposed them. And as the remainder of our army were about to give way before the Lamanites, behold, these 2,060 stripling warriors were firm and steadfast and undaunted. Yea, they did obey and observe to perform every single word and command with exactness. Yea, even according to their faith, it was done unto them. And I did remember the words which they had said unto me, that their mothers had taught them. So their mothers had taught them that if they had faith in God, that God would deliver them, and that God performed miracles for them. And that's exactly what happened here. So I'll just want to end with verse 21, the last verse we read, and then we'll read the other half tomorrow. So, do we obey and observe to perform every word of God's commandment to us with exactness? And then does God give us what we're asking for according to our faith because of our exact obedience? So, ponder on that one. Once again, the question